Okay, it's 2 p.m. in Poland. Hello, everyone. My name is Bartek Boczkaja, calling here from Poznań, Poland. Welcome to our first webinar in English about the wePresent solution. Also with us is Lukasz Niegowski, calling from Warsaw. Lukasz, are you there?
Good afternoon, everyone. Of course, I'm here. Lukasz speaking. I'm guessing everyone from our listeners knows me well. We've seen each other last month in Baltics, so welcome. Bartek, floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Just for your information, today's webinar will be recorded, so probably around Monday you will get the link to the recording. So feel free to share it with your colleagues or even with your customers, because we will not tell about the discounts you have. So it's safe. And the second thing, if you have any questions during the webinar or afterwards, please use the chat, so we will try to answer those questions either during the webinar or at the end, or if they are really very complicated and we are not able to answer them immediately, then we will contact you after the webinar and talk about the issues you may have. Okay, we can start. So if we take a look at the timeline, you all know ClickShare, you know Barco. Some of you may never heard about wePresent. So it was 2013 when Barco acquired AWin. This is the Taiwanese manufacturer and inventor of wePresent. So it's already almost 5 years. And what's more interested, our cooperation with wePresent started in 2008, so you can imagine the word 10 years ago. I remember I was using the iPad running Windows CE, and at that time I was able to stream the content of my screen over Wi-Fi, so at that time it was the science fiction. And during those 10 years, we gained a lot of expertise in this matter. So if you have any questions, just reach out for me or my team. And if it comes to wePresent, of course, and we will be able to help you immediately. Now I will pass the. Okay, Lukasz, the floor is yours right now. So Lukasz will cover some corporate part of the webinar, and then we will be back with wePresent features, functionalities, product portfolio, and of course live demo. So you will be able to see how it works from the management perspective. I mean, what the administration part looks like, but also you will be able to see how does it look on the presenter screen. So we have two machines here with the HDMI grabber, so you will be able to see what is displayed exactly on the screen. Lukasz?
Thank you, Bartek. I'm very glad that I'm with you today, and we are handling the webinar together. Once again, welcome from my side, and also important information. I'm also very glad that we do the webinar together with FAN, and I'm glad that FAN is our distributor when it comes to wePresent products, because as Bartek said, this is the years of expertise and knowledge behind FAN. 10 years of cooperation with WPG, this is really a long time. That means also a lot of knowledge gained during the whole process. So this is a message to all of you. If you have any deals, if you have any, let's say, concerns, or you're not too sure what type of solution to offer, and you are facing some questions from end customers' side, which you are not able right now to handle and answer, please refer and go back to us. So means me or FAN. We will be able really to give you support and then to give you more expertise to guide you through the whole process. And I'm guessing that if you will get to know the wePresent portfolio in the near future, there will be, of course, less questions from your end, which will be hard to answer. Maybe there will be more specific questions related, let's say, to implementation of the units to corporate network. Okay, let's start from the beginning. As you all know, and you are very well aware of that, we have Connect. So the same program which works for ClickShare works, of course, exactly for WPG. So that means we will respect all the levels which partner has already we're connected to ClickShare, we will have exactly same levels when it comes to wePresent. So any type of, let's say, questions regarding your margins or questions regarding pricing, please feel free to go back to Fan, especially to Bartek. He has all necessary information and knowledge from my end to answer and provide feedback to you. So I will not explain more when it comes to Connect, because you know all the program, you are already in the program. What is also important, one thing I will mention, the same things which we did with ClickShare, we will need to have training from your end. So this is, for us, this is a first, let's say, initial, let's say, part of the training, which Bartek today is going to deliver. But we want to also do some further steps when it comes to training, because if you will know the product, and better the product will be known by you, the better results you will have when talking to end customers. Can I have more next slide, Bartek, please? And the next one. We will have exactly the same things. So the deal registration, everything is related to terms and conditions when it comes to Connect. If you have a project, if you have a specific product in your with your customer, please refer and share this data with us, because not only we will be able to give you some extra points when it comes to margin. This is exactly the same as it works with ClickShare, 7 to 15, 16 to 25, and 26 and above. You have respectively 2.5, 5, and 6 or 8. But of course, also, I will be able to check also with Bartek if we have, or we know this customer somewhere else from different countries, that they maybe made the decision already and chose or have chosen the WPG solution somewhere else, and then we can also pass this information to you. This works exactly as you know perfectly when it comes to ClickShare, and this will also perfectly work when it comes to wePresent. Next slide, please. As I explained when we've seen each other last time in Riga, as you know this slide, two products in our portfolio, ClickShare and wePG. So respectively, we have the entry level CS100 and wePG 1000, then mid-range levels of ClickShare CSE 200 and wePG 1600, and of course our flagship models from wePresent side, the 2100 and CSE 800 from ClickShare side. As you all know, we have two different products, two different, let's say, portfolio groups, but still this is the collaboration family. We will still keep the splits, because some products are better in for some customers, and of course also looking on the customer needs. We have also products that customers will choose more or less. So as you already also know, ClickShare is very button-centric product. It's a perfect standalone product, so that means out of the box, and it really works well. With wePresent is also similar. There is no button, but when you even put it out of the box, it will also, of course, work well. But when it comes to wePresent, we also advise to integrate the unit to corporate network. Bartek will explain later on why and what are the features behind, and also what kind of good, let's say, features you will gain when you connect the unit to corporate network. But also what is important to mention, wePresent is more IT-centric. We also see a difference when it comes to customers which are choosing both of the solutions, because ClickShare is, let's say, a premium product when it comes also to price, and premium product to, let's say, what also sometimes customers think about ClickShare. But sometimes they are also not aware that wePresent exists on the market. And when they discover that wePresent is also there, and they test and they see wePresent, they are also changing the perspective, because ClickShare they can use for huddle rooms, meeting rooms, and boardrooms, especially the ones where meeting rooms where you have a lot of guests which are coming. But of course, when they have some meeting rooms dedicated, let's say, for their own employees, wePresent is just a perfect natural product. So we see also a lot of wePresent sold to huddle rooms and meeting rooms, and especially when it comes to wePresent, this is the education sector, where honestly ClickShare doesn't exist because of course, many reasons. So having both products in your portfolio, then you are able really to cover the whole spectrum of the market, and you are able really to answer all kind of needs when it comes to customers. So this is really a cool thing to have both of the products in your portfolio. And of course, today we will focus on wePresent, and here you will also see some even better features when it comes to specific models than to ClickShare. And Bartek will be able really in a good way to explain and give you a nice feeling having a live demo to show you how it really works. Can I have next slide, please? This is, let's say, kind of, let's say, repeat information which I already presented to you. So two different products, two different families, but of course, everything is connected to collaboration. And having, as I said, two products in your portfolio, you're really able to cover all customer needs. Okay, let's have a look on this chart, because this is important. These are the customers which has global contracts with us, or just, let's say, some contracts which are still not global. Maybe they will turn into global. But why I want to disclose and why I want to talk about those customers? Because it's also important for you to understand where to address and to whom also to talk, and how also we are visible worldwide. So from our key accounts, when it comes to wePresent, I would say Atos, Nike, Regus, Heineken, and Kulacom. That's the top accounts. With, for example, Atos and Regus, these are the two companies which are using both WPG mainly, but of course also ClickShare units. You see also some banks like Credit Agricole, or for example, company like Roche, which is also using both. For example, right now in Poland, I have a project also on the ClickShare side when it comes to Roche, but I know, of course, they are using WPG. And as you can see on the very bottom of the slides, we have a lot of customers coming from education sector, and this is really a key. When we talked in Baltics face to face about your customers and let's say the groups of customers coming from different let's say sectors, a lot of resellers from your side said that we are very highly connected to education. So having WPG in your portfolio, that will be a really cool product to talk with education customers, especially that we have also something which is called education pack. Bartek will give us some more information about that. But this is, let's say, a very cool response from our side towards education customers. So from my side, that was very, let's say, general and slightly, let's say, also connected to sales, and really tried to mention that we have a lot of good international customers in our portfolio. And also one important thing, you know very well ClickShare, you know how well we are when it comes to sales of ClickShare, but you also know from my end, which I already said to you in Baltics, that sales of WPG are rising significantly and very rapidly. And this is also a good thing for you to be up there, to have this product in your portfolio, because that means you can gain much more revenue together with us. Okay, so that was it from my end. If there will be more questions, I'm still here and I'm happy to answer, happy to provide some more additional information. Right now, I will give the floor to Bartek. He will guide us through the technical aspects of WPG in a very precise and very good way. And let's hear. And in case of any questions, please let us know. We will handle them or during the presentation or at the end. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Lukasz. really nice references from all over the world. And I have to admit that the especially higher education also in Poland works pretty well. We have some universities already equipped with wePresent solutions. Also hospitality, because I couldn't see any icons, any companies on the list. I believe you have much more of them, so it has to be limited somehow. But we have also nice references here in Poland, in the region, like Accor hotels. The whole Novotel chain is equipped with wePresent, or Puro hotels in Poland, very nice boutique hotels. They have chosen wePresent as a solution for the conference rooms. But the question is, I will give the answer immediately, but it's also very interesting that the biggest wePresent deployment in Poland, it's ING Bank, and they are using more than 110 units all around the country. And what's more even important and interesting is that this is the bank, so the security is very important there, and they have tested and chosen wePresents to be used in their conference rooms as well. So this is very nice reference also for you guys. I believe that the huge banks are using wePresents, and they are not afraid of the network security. But we are here to talk about the products and about the solution landscape we have. So as Lukasz already told us, currently wePresent family consists of 3 models. I will tell about their features in a second. So this is WIPG 1000, 1600, and 2100. But also, what is not to be forgotten, those are 3 wePresent receivers, but we also have some accessories around, which is SharePod, and this is the device that allows you to connect any HDMI source to the wePresent. So if it's some, I don't know, player or STB or whatever else, you can just take the HDMI cable, connect it to the SharePod, and from the wePresent perspective, it will be shown and treated as a regular user. So it's like hardware client of the wePresent. And it also have the button on the top. So I believe that the ClickShare idea was somehow involved in this. Also the PresentSense, I will show it also in a second. This is the Bluetooth dongle that allows to upgrade either 1000 or 1600 unit with the ability wePresent to be easily discovered. So if the presenter or anyone comes to the room where the wePresent is running, then easily can be marked that there is the WIPG running with the name. So with one click, this computer will be automatically connected to the receiver. And there is also management suite that you probably all know. This is the same management platform used for ClickShares. So now it supports 2 families. So from one point, the IT administrator can manage both ClickShares and wePresent. So if we take a look at the features in details, the common feature set are all wePresents are cross-platform. So they work with Windows, Mac OS, Chrome, iOS, and Android. So there are not too many devices left that are not that cannot connect to wePresent. Now all models support AirPlay. So for Macs and iPhones, iPads, you don't have any additional software to be installed on the device. The wePresent is detected as an Apple TV. So you just click the AirPlay icon and connect to the screen. So it's very good upgrade. All of them have wireless access point built in, so it's and it's double, and it's 2-band radio, so you can use either 2.4 or 5 gigs. The top model, which is 2100, has also AC access point. What's really important, and those are the most asked questions, is the security of the transmission of the AV stream. besides the encryption of the Wi-Fi signal, the AV stream between the presenter device and the receiver is encrypted with SALSA 20. This protocol is until today it was not cracked, so it's really safe. And coming back to ING, they had to believe in this, and they are pretty happy with wePresent so far. On all devices, you can choose either to choose mirroring screen or extended desktop. So for the presenter or for the computer, wePresent is like the external monitor connected by the cable, although you don't have any wires between your computer and the screen. All of them support displaying from 4 devices simultaneously. In 100, in 1000 and 1600, the split is fixed. So if you use this feature, the picture, the screen will be divided in 4 rectangles, and all of them can be used to show the content of the screen from 4 different devices. So it doesn't really matter if you are using on one part you are displaying the screen from Windows computer, and on the other from iPhone. You can see them simultaneously on the screen. All of the devices have some moderation and control features, so it's easy to manage who is able to present on the screen, especially in the conference environment. So there can be some moderator that chooses the computers waiting in the queue, and if the presenter enters the stage, with one click you can choose, okay, now your computer is allowed to show the screen on the display. All of them also are equipped with the USB port, so you can connect any USB pointing device like the cheap mouse for $2 or the 3D mouse, or connect it to the touch screen or interactive whiteboard. And the touch and the pointing capabilities are managed directly by the wePresent. So you don't need any computer to run the touchscreen part, for example, or the conference or annotation part. Everything is done locally on the wePresent receiver. And all of them are using MirrorOp app. I will tell a little bit more about the ways to connect, and the MirrorOp application is the basic one. So in 1000 unit, there is MirrorOp installer only application. So you need the administrator's right to install the software on the computer. I'm talking about Windows and Mac OS, of course. And in the higher models, this application is also available in the portable shape, let's say. So you don't have any administrator right. You just click it and run and you have access to the screen. So now we can go up to 1600. The first differentiator is this portable app, which I just mentioned. So from the device itself, you can choose either to download the full installer, install it on your disk and run, or just click, run, and display the content of your screen. This model also supports on-screen annotations. I mentioned about this USB pointing devices connection. So even with the simple mouse, you just plug in the USB cable to the wePresent, and then you have access to on-screen annotations and the whiteboard mode as well. So you don't even have to install the touchscreen. You can easily do it with the regular USB mouse or any USB HID compatible device. It has interactive whiteboard, so besides displaying the content of the screen from the computers, you can easily switch it to the whiteboard mode, so you can exchange the ideas and just draw on the screen with any device you like, or just touching it if you have the touch screen in place. 1600 also have the USB media player installed. So in fact you don't need any computer. You can put the content to the USB stick, put it into the front USB port of the device, and then display the presentations or PDFs or any Microsoft Office documents just out from the pen drive. So it's also useful for the conferences, so we can there will be no changes of the presenters coming with their own notebooks. Everything can be uploaded to the wePresent, and then with one click on the screen you can choose which presentations to display right now. And due to this media player feature, there is also the video codec installed on the device, so it supports special video streaming mode. And in this case, the video that you want to stream on the big screen, it's sent over Wi-Fi, but in the encrypted mode. So the decryption is done on the wePresent, so it supports H.264, so it consumes less bandwidth. Of course, any of the wePresent, those are not the video streaming products or solutions. It fantastically work with any PowerPoints and animations and all this kind of stuff, but you have to remember it's Wi-Fi, so it's really hard to push 30 or 60 frames per second in HD. And it really depends on the Wi-Fi quality. So if the radio spectrum is free, yes, it's possible even on the cheapest wePresent to send over Wi-Fi the 1080p movie, but usually in such places like hotels or schools or even at our homes, the Wi-Fi is pretty crowded right now. So sometimes it's a little bit laggy, but you have to also remember all of them supports 5 gig Wi-Fi, so you can easily push move up in the radio frequency and occupy the less crowded frequency. 1600 also supports one-to-many display mode, so you can install, let's say, 3-4 wePresents all over the conference room, and then from one computer send the same content of the screen to 4 screens at the same time. And it's a little bit funny, but it's true. It's very common feature here in Poland in churches, because it's very popular to display the songs or some prayers on the screens for the people, and it's really hard to hang the wires over the church. So it's really popular in Poland to install wePresent in this way, but it's also good for the conference rooms or the bigger meetings room. It's very, very nice feature as well. And the higher models like 1600 and 2100, those are PoE powered, so you don't have additional power outlet to power them up. You just connect the Ethernet with the PoE and it works. Of course, the power adapter is included, so it's up to you whether to use PoE or just plug it into the wall socket. And the top model 2100. It's really new and it's really fantastic, and it's the first model launched after Barco acquisition of Awind, and the feature set shows that there are some Barco guys in the kitchen cooking the features for us. First of all, it can support multiple AirPlay sources. I will show you that in the minute, but it's really nice to show it to the Apple users that you are able to use AirPlay and stream like 3-4 different AirPlay devices on the same screen. If you want to use the Apple equipment, you would need to have 4 Apple TVs and then some video wall controller to mix it up. Here, it's really easy, just click and connect. Also nice feature, it's quick splash screen addition. I mean, you can even in the cheapest models like 1600, you can edit the splash screens or the start screens. So if the customer is like the conference room, so you can exchange the start screen with some instructions how to connect, or welcome to our company, or Merry Christmas, or whatever it is. But in the cheaper models, you can just switch one splash screen at the same time. In 2100, you can upload many different splash screens to the device, and then with just one click of mouse, exchange them in the real time. So it can be done even by some conference room manager or even secretary. It's really easy to do it. It also supports dynamic screen layout. Remember, I spoke about 1000 and 1600. They had this fixed screen division, like 4 rectangles, and that's it. Here, the screen layout changes dynamically. So I will show it also in a minute. So if you have 2 devices, then you will see 2 screens next to another. If third device will be connected, then the layout will change and we will see the 3 screens. Of course, anytime with one click of the mouse, we can make one of the screens larger, then make it smaller and compare, for example, 3 or 4 different projects or numbers or whatever. It really kicks ass. It also supports Google Chromecast out of the box. On any wePresent devices, you can run Chrome with the Chrome plugin, so you can connect ChromeBooks even to 1000. But in 2100, there is the native support of Google Chromecast, so you can see it as a receiver. One click, no application, done. And it also supports eco mode. It's a little bit funny for me, but we are living in the eco world. So for some customers, the power consumption is also important. Although the power consumption of wePresent is only a few watts, but if someone is really green, then he can set up the 2100 to the eco mode. So after 1 or 2 minutes, it can go to sleep, and if it detects the connection request, it will immediately wake up. How to connect to the wePresent? We already told you that the basic way of connection is MirrorOp application. So it can be downloaded directly from the wePresent. So no pen drives, no servers to download, no internet connection needed. You just go to the IP address of the wePresent receiver, click download, and that's it. And it's really important to remember that this application has 2 versions. One is full installer, so once again you need the administrator rights, and the second is portable version. So just click and run. But the installer version can be distributed as a MSI file. So in the larger corporations, it can be distributed to all corporate computers by Active Directory, and every user will get installed this application. So it's very easy to use it later on. The second way to connect, I already spoke a little bit about it. Those are native wireless display protocols like AirPlay or Chromecast, which is available in 2100 only. And the second way, and the third way to connect is SharePod. I already mentioned it, but now you can see it on the screen. So it has the button on the top. So it's like the hardware client of wePresent. It has HDMI in port. Connect any HDMI source without HDCP, of course. Click the button on the top, and it works. So it will be visible on the screen or in the queue of the presenters, like any other computer or device which is connected to wePresent. So it really doesn't matter if you run MirrorOp on the computer, or you are using AirPlay on your iPad, or you are using SharePod. They can be all mixed together and wait in the queue for the projection. So now the most anticipated part, we will go to WIPG 1000 website first. So let me just switch the web browser. So I have it up and running on my desk right now. So this is the page. If you enter the wePresent IP address in the web browser, then you land here. So first option is download, which I mentioned already. So after clicking download, without any login, without any password, the users can get the MirrorOp application from here. This is 1000 model, so those are installer files only for Windows and Mac. If you need the application for an iPad or any Android device, you have to go to the Google Play or App Store and get it for free. All those applications are for free. Then we have this conference control I already mentioned. When I log in as a moderator, then I will see if there are any computers waiting to display on the screen, I will see them here. So if the moderator is logged in on the wePresent, nobody else is able to connect. Here is the control panel, and we can choose which computer or any other device, which device to display from. And even we can choose, if we want to use a split screen, I can choose that my computer will display on the rectangle number 3, which will be lower left hand rectangle on the screen. So it's pretty nice. There are other ways of moderation. We'll show you in a second. And of course, the admin part. So you need administration password, which of course is admin, like everybody uses it. So just few options I want to tell you. The device setup. The basic model doesn't support auto resolution setup, so you need to choose whether you want to use VGA or HDMI and choose the correct resolution on the screen. And even more important thing is this code. This is the code which is displayed on the screen, and the presenter has to enter it if he wants to connect. So you can disable this code, so anyone can connect and display. You can make it random, so any connection, the code will be different, or use this fixed code. I just put 1, 2, 3, 4 to make it easy for me today, but it's also configurable. Below, you can see the SharePod pairing settings. You remember SharePod. This is this hardware wePresent client. So I will show the SharePod pairing in a second. You just need the USB cable connected for 10 seconds to wePresent and done. But here you can decide either to upload to SharePod the current wePresent Wi-Fi settings. So if this wePresent is configured to work as an access point, the SharePod will get this configuration. But you can also define the third-party Wi-Fi, because usually, okay, maybe not usually, but there are two different scenarios of using wePresent. Either you can use it out of the box. You just plug it in, connect to the screen. You don't have to connect it to the internet, and it works because it broadcasts its own wireless network, and it has the IP address server as well, so it will work out of the box. But you can integrate with your existing network. So this is the way we are using wePresent here at FEN. So the devices have the Wi-Fi disabled. So if we go to the conference room, I don't have to change network. So I'm still in the FEN corporate network, and I'm seeing those devices, although they are connected by the Ethernet to the network. So it can be integrated, then switch off the Wi-Fi, and no security compromises in place, because everything relies on the security we have already deployed. Network setup, I think it's not so interesting, so we can go further. But here in OSD setup, this is the feature I mentioned. So you can choose any file from your disk, upload it to wePresent, and it will be shown as a splash screen on the big screen later on. Of course, you can show or disable some information on the screen, like the IP address or the user list or whatever. So everything is configurable. So now I will launch Mirror application, which of course I already have on my computer because I've been using wePresent for 10 years already, and it works like hell, I have to admit. So after launching Mirror application, it looks and it searches for updates. It searches for the wePresent receivers in the network neighborhood. So you can see those two receivers at the top. Those are our corporate or FEN conference rooms. And the third one, named WIPG blah 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 blah, is the box which I just took from our warehouse and put it on my desk. So what I need to do is just click connect. It will ask me for the code, and you remember the code was 1, 2, 3, 4. Click OK, and I'm connected to wePresent, but I'm not displaying. I'm just connected. So here, until I press the play button, nothing changes. But if I click the play button, my screen will be sent over Wi-Fi to wePresent. And here I can choose if I want to display on the full screen or choose any rectangles on the screen to present the screen from my computer on. So I will just click play, and now give me like few seconds. I will switch the presenter to the other computer with the HDMI in card. So that's the wePresent demo. I will choose VLC, share. So in a second, you will be able to see what is currently displayed on the screen. So this is the content of my screen sent over Wi-Fi to wePresent. Now we have very strange view, so I will switch it off for a second. So now we can see the splash screen of the wePresent as it is out of the box. So this is the typical Barco welcome screen. You have the information how to get the mirror op software. So either you enter the IP address of the device. You can see on the left upper left hand side of the screen, which is it ends with 215. So if you go there, and we've been there just a few minutes ago, then you can download the software. In the upper right corner, you can see the code to display on the screen, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. And at the bottom of the screen, and now I'm connecting the USB mouse. It's the cheapest possible USB mouse which I found. So I will just plug it into wePresent, and now you can see I can move the pointer of the mouse on the screen. So no computer connected, but I can see the mouse pointer on the screen. What can I do here? I can turn the device to the conference mode, clicking the lock. So now nobody is able to connect and display on the screen unless he's chosen from the list of the devices. Now you can see there is only my computer in here. So when I click on my computer, it will start broadcasting. You see? And this is the tricky thing. I'm moving the mouse, and the mouse is connected to wePresent. But as you can see, I'm also moving in the same time. I'm moving the mouse on the screen of my computer. So in a second, I will click stop. You can see the square gets highlighted in blue. So now I'm controlling my computer. So I even move the mirror up window and will click stop, and it stops. I told you it supports AirPlay as well. So I have my iPad in here. So I just let me turn it on, look for the Apple TVs. I'm clicking WIPG 1000, whatever it is. Sorry. You see, this is in conference mode, so I'm not able to connect. So I have to unlock it and make it once again. It also asks me for the code. This is the same code, bank. And this is my iPad. So any software on the iPad, I'm just using it as an Apple TV at home. So one click, I get connected. Of course, in the cheapest model, you are not able to put the iPad in the split screen. So the AirPlay is supported in the basic mode, the full screen mode only, but it works. I can even play movies or play music, because also audio is sent over HDMI. Over Wi-Fi, and then out of the HDMI cable, or it can be extracted from the HDMI stream, because all wePresents have also the mini jack output for the stereo audio, so you can integrate it with the amplifier or whatever you like. So now I will just disconnect, And now we are back to the splash screen of 1000 of WIPG 1000. And there is also one thing on the main screen I want to show you. So I will close the waiting list. Clicking here, you can see some basic information about the resolution and the firmware version. But on the left side, you have this icon, Make PNS Token. What is PNS token? PNS stands for Plug and Show. In the past, there was the USB stick included in the wePresent box. So you just take it out from the box, put it into your computer, and it contained the application in the portable and the installer version. Now the USB stick is gone, but you can make it on your own. So put to the USB port of any wePresent your pen drive, click it here, and in a few seconds you will get the PNS token. So we can put few pen drives like this in the conference room. So if someone is not able to download the software from the wePresent itself, he can use the software that he will find on the pen drive.
This is almost like a click share button, almost, but works. Yeah, works. The idea behind is very similar.
Okay, so we can come back to my computer, or maybe we will not come back to my computer because the next point is 2100 demo. So I will just unplug. You will lose the screen for a second, and I will plug in WICS 2100, so you can see how it works. I mean how the boot up process looks like. It just takes 10 to 15 seconds, so it's really fast. So we can start from SharePod pairing. You have to believe me, I have SharePod here, and it's taken also from our warehouse, so it's not prepared. I just need USB to micro USB cable, and after boot up of our wePresent, I told you 10 to 15 seconds. Okay, maybe 20 today, but I believe we can make it. It's up and running. It's up and running already. You will see it right now. So as you can see, we have a very nice picture on the screen. So I exchanged the splash screen. Later on, I will be back to my computer so I can show you the web server and how it looks like from the administration perspective. But we will not waste time, and if we are connected to our HDMI input, I will use it right now. So now I'm putting in the USB cable to the back of wePresent. And SharePod on my desk turns red. It starts to blink, and then after 5 or 10 seconds, you will see the short notice SharePod pairing complete. So no IT expertise, no configuration, no manual configuration needed. I just connected it. You see, finish SharePod pairing, and now this SharePod that was just taken from our warehouse, so it's brand new, was uploaded with the configuration of this wePresent, and then later on we can use it as a client for WICS 2100. So if we are at the splash screen, I just switch the mouse to the new wePresent. It's much better than the basic model. So if I click those 3 dots in the lower right corner of the screen, I can see the PNS token icon already. You know the lock. So here with this whiteboard icon, if I click it here, and I'm using mouse connected to wePresent right now, you can use any touchscreen of your choice as well. So I can use it as an interactive whiteboard, but you don't have the touchscreen for that. So you can use any supermarket TV for, like, I don't know, 200 euros it costs right now, I don't know. But you can connect it to wePresent and upgrade the user experience to interactive whiteboard level. So I have different colors, different lines, rubber, and everything is in here. I don't have any computer connected to wePresent right now. So this is really cool stuff. We have the interactive whiteboard here in Fan tied to 2100, and it's really useful, and it's used by many people on the daily basis. So right now I'm turning to my computer. I mean, I will not turn the screen to my computer. You have to believe me. So I'm back at the MirrorOp application. So I'm just refreshing the receivers list. So I will see this WICS in already see it. So I click connect 1 2 3 4 as well, and bang, you see the notice. You have seen the notice on the bottom right corner that Bartek Boczkaja and MBA connected. So, and there is another icon appeared. There is someone waiting for the projection. When I click this icon with some guy, at the bottom of the screen, I can see the preview of my screen. You see, this is the unique feature of 2100 that it allows to show you before you start presenting. It will show you the content of your screen. It works on MirrorOp application only, so you need to run it from Windows or Mac OS. So it's not supported by Android or iOS, but it's really cool stuff. So if you have many presenters waiting in the queue, you can preview them and see whether they are showing the right content, because I have seen on many conferences that I could see the screens of the presenters, like with BitTorrent downloads or some strange photos. So it's really useful to have this preview on the screen here. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just taking my...
one small comment from my end. This is also a perfect feature when it comes to education, because also teachers or lecturers will be able to see also the content of students that they want to present. So exactly same argument as Bartek said, the teacher is really sure and knows exactly what the pupil or the student wants to show. So this is also, let's say, maybe not security, but it's more just to make sure that the right content will be presented. So also a good feature for the education. And on ISC, a lot of customers from education sector were coming, and of course for them this is one of the cool features to use, because they know and they have a right, let's say, feeling what students are going to put on the screens.
Exactly. So you can see I just connected my iPad as well. So it's the second presenter on the screen. So I will take also my iPhone and make the AirPlay cloning. So we will see my iPhone on the bottom of the screen. So now you can see the magic of the dynamic screen layout. So my iPad and my iPhone are already there, but let's add my content of my computer. So the screen will immediately change its shape. So you can see 3 devices at the same time, but 2 of them are running AirPlay. One is running MirrorOp application, and that's it. And if you want to make my iPhone went to sleep, that's why it's back. If I want to make the content of my computer bigger, I just click here. I can make it also from the MirrorOp application, so I don't need the mouse connected to the device, and it just works. And let me close the users list, and the full screen of my computer is here. So on this screen, you can see I'm moving right now. It looks like a laser pointer, but you can change this pointer to more fancy ways, like the regular pointer. So if you take a look, and I take this Excel file on my desk, and I will just move it a little bit farther left, I can control my computer, so I can launch the applications. I can go to the websites, and if I connect the keyboard to wePresent, any wePresent, I can type the text. So there are some user cases the wePresent is in the mouse and the keyboard. So the presenters don't even have to take their computers with them. They can leave them on the chair in the conference room and just click connect, and they can control their computers from the presenter place, like going to the internet, entering some websites, entering text even in the Excel sheets or the Word files, the documents. And of course, this is this annotation feature. So except for the interactive whiteboard, I can make the annotations on the screen. So of course, there are some different colors if we want to make it more colorful. Unfortunately, my drawing skills are not that good as my boys that you can see on the screen. But let's say maybe those are not Olympic circles. Let's make just 3. But it's even better with the touch screen because it's more precise. So we are using it in our conference rooms, and we've been using them for 10 years already. And this is, I think it's a good recommendation. Of course, we are selling those devices, but we are also confident they really perfectly work. So
I will also interrupt. So as you know, on the ClickShare side, we have UMT, which is coming. UMT is coming for CSE 200 and 800, and this is it's not multi-touch, but when it comes to wePresent, we have really multi-touch, and the UMT is even more smoother, and the multi-touch, it's 10 fingers. So here we are, let's say, slightly also ahead when it comes to this product. So the features which Bartek is showing, this is really a cool thing to propose, offer, and show to our end customers.
It's true. Don't worry, I can get it connected again.
And works very smooth, especially with the touch screens.
Yes, I can confirm that. So now we can switch off this computer and come back to my screen. So I will give me just 15 seconds. Lukasz, any jokes? No, maybe not. I know the jokes you are telling. Maybe they are not good for this audience.
For sure, yes.
No. I'm just kidding. Sorry. Okay.
Take some jokes on the margins.
No, these are not bad. Okay, so there should be my computer back again, and the Firefox. So we will move from 1000 configuration page to 2100. So let me log out to show you this is configurator. No, how? So this is the view the users see after going to IP address of the WICS 2100. So it's also refreshed, so you can get the Barco feeling a little bit, and it's more modern. The features are more or less the same, although there are some differences which I'm going to show you right now. So at the left side you have this mirror up download section. So as I told you, you have the portable version download for Windows and Mac. Below you have the full installer application, which requires the application administration rights on the computer. But here, this is something new. It says device profile. What it is? The device profile is the small XML file that contains just simple information about the IP address of this WICS 2100 and the screen access code. So if I click here and I can download this file, it has only 151 bytes, but it gets downloaded to my computer, and then with just double clicking on this file, mirror up application will open for me the connection to this wePresent device. So just imagine the organization with 20 or okay, with 5 meeting rooms or the conference rooms, the administrators can prepare those device files, because it can be editable in the notepad, and give the right device profile files to the right users. So we can split them to some, let's say, floors, for example, or the rooms. So if we know that the user X is located close to meeting room number 1 and 2, and user Y uses usually room 2, 3, and 4, then they can get those profiles to the desktop, and there is no need to look for the wePresent or look for the display codes. You just double click and that's it. So this is pretty okay, and it also works with other wePresent devices. So you can, there is this short guide how to make those files manually on the Barco website. So you can make those configurations even for 1000 model as well. So if we go here to admin page, and you already know that the best admin password is admin, of course, I will log in. So it also looks different, but the feature set is similar. But what I wanted to show you, the wallpapers. Maybe it sounds funny, but I know all our customers, okay, maybe 90%, they are changing the wallpapers or the splash screens. So we can see this is the original one, which stays here. But I uploaded here some, I don't know, it's like the poor cousin of Dark Side of the Moon, and here this is the splash screen you already saw, but I can change it with one click. I just click here, save changes, done. So you can prepare the splash screens for different customers, different occasions, different seasons of the year. It's only up to you. So it's really easy to make it. What else here? Display and login. The nice feature of 2100 is resolution auto detection. So I just connect it to with my computer, and it works. And the resolution is not even 720p. It's like the old monitor I have here. It's like 15 or maybe 17 inch, but it also works. I don't have to configure anything at all. And here, this is the login code option, which we already showed on 1000. So I will not waste time. Eco mode. Funny thing for me, maybe useful for someone, but it also works. So after 5 minutes, the screen gets dark, and if any connection request appears, wePresent wakes up, and it works as well. System and service. This is most important part here, especially for the tech guys. So we have the system information if you need to open the support ticket, so you have the information, everything here. And from the service management sub page, you can enable or disable the thumbnails of the users. This is those are those small icons showing the content of the desktop at the bottom of the screen. Enable or disable PresentSense, because 2100 it has the PresentSense functionality already built in. You remember this small Bluetooth dongle that you need to connect to 1000 or 1600 device to make it work. Here it's already included. So using Mirror Op application, I can choose the nearest screens that I want to connect to, and we can enable or disable Google Cast or AirPlay also from here. And the last part, from this side, I don't have to go to the Barco website, download the file, and upload it manually. I click check now for updates. It's connected to the internet, so probably it will find the new firmware for me, because it's also the new device taken from the warehouse. So I click start download now, and the update will be performed automatically. Or I can schedule the updates in the night and disable the confirmation, so the device will get upgraded automatically. So this is the website of 21000. It's really nice, new design, all the features like in the old models, and this option of downloading the portable version or device profile is very fancy as well. forgot to tell you, but if you download the portable version from here, it's already pre-configured. So the user will get the application, the system will run it, and automatically connect to this, exactly this wePresent. Of course, you can choose from the list the other ones, but it also makes the user's life easier, because they don't have to look for the login code or the IP address. Everything works just with one click of the mouse. So this was the 21,000 demo. Lukasz told me.
Can you mention one more thing, Bartek? Web slides.
Web slides. Okay.
This is also a good thing. Why I'm mentioning web slides. That's also one of the good features for education.
It is. It's located here, and it's on every single wePresent, even the cheapest 1000 series. So, do you remember the password? Web slides. Admin. Web slides. So this is the place where the content of the screen that is displayed on the big screen can be also streamed through the web browser. So let me just turn on the transmission from my computer. Let me run MirrorOp again. I will connect to this wePresent once again. And if the web slides option is enabled, we can stream the content of my screen, which I will start updates again. Connect 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, get me connected. Okay, so I'm coming back to the web slides, and if I refresh this web page, and it really doesn't matter what kind of client device you use. So you can see this preview on any phone, any iOS device, any computer. You just need to have the web browser. And you can see the same thing on your portable device that is displayed on the big screen. And you can, demo effect. Probably I didn't choose this new firmware download. So you can choose the refresh rate. Of course, it's not live because it would consume a lot of bandwidth. But with refresh rate of 2 or 5 seconds, then you can see the presenter screen on your mobile device. So if you sit far away from the screen, it's perfect solution to see it. But what even more fancy, sorry, you can save this. So if something interested in is being published on the screen, displayed on the screen, you just click save, and this page will save the content of the screen for you. So no more making pictures of the big screen with your iPhone or with your phone. You just click save and done.
Yes. One business case. I talked with one of the cinemas outside of Baltics and outside of Poland, and they said that sometimes they have some, let's say, meetings with some customers, and during those meetings, sometimes customers are going outside to the toilet or buying Coca-Cola or whatever, and they said the request from end customers is still to be able to see and follow the content on the screen. So with wePresent and with the web slides, you have a perfect solution as being able, only having access to internet, follow, and of course save the slides which presenter is presenting. So that's one of the features which wePresent has, and so on the click-share side, it's impossible.
Of course, but the other option is to locate another wePresent in the toilet with the screen.
Of course.
One more wePresent sold, and you have to remember that we have this one-to-many distribution, so it's not a problem to transfer the screen content to the toilet. But maybe toilet is not a good place for the screen. But it's very useful on the conferences when you have some foyer and people are picking up the phone calls or going out to grab some coffee or to the toilet, and then they can stay outside of the big room and still see and hear the voice of the presenter. So it's really flexible to be deployed in the bigger environments.
Yes, and ladies and gentlemen, as you've seen, Fan is very sales driven and sales minded. Good point.
Thank you very much. A few slides to sum up our webinar today. Lukasz told me you are pretty aware with the CMSG, so probably we can skip this part. But if someone is not aware, this is the management platform, and this is free software that can run on any virtual machine. So I have it up and running on my Mac in a small virtual machine under Parallels desktop, but you can use it. You run it in the virtual box or whatever. You don't need any server for it. So you just download the ISO file, run it, and after a few clicks, you have this platform up and running, and it's accessible from any web browser. So any Linux expertise is needed. But what's more important, you can use one platform, or your clients can use one platform to manage both wePresent and ClickShare from one place. So it's really fantastic tool. Some features are limited to wePresent only, some features are limited to the ClickShare only, but any mixed environment will work with CMSG. So we will skip the demo. I believe you all know the solution. Pricing. This is this is most asked question on such webinars. The pricing is really easy. wePresent 1000 is 500 euro SRP, 1600 it is 800 euro, and the top model is 1100, which is really, for this feature set, it's really value for money. I mean, all three of them are priced at the very reasonable price, but I believe you remember more or less the features of those products. So even for the top model, this price is very good for our region, especially because sometimes there are companies from the US or even from the Western Europe and saying, oh, in the States we are selling like hell. Okay, but we are not in the States. We are in the CEE. But also for our customers, it's in Poland, it's very acceptable price point. And as Lukasz mentioned, the rebate structure is the same like for ClickShare. The accessories, SharePod is 300 euro only, so the device that allows you to connect any HDMI source to any of the wePresents, and the PresentSense is only 20 euro, so it allows you to upgrade 1000 or 1600 with the PresentSense functionality. It's built into 2100. And of course, once again, there are additional discounts for the project registrations. Lukasz mentioned about it almost an hour ago, I think. But it's also important to remember that we will protect your projects and, of course, give another additional discount. All of those models are available for demo or NFR pricing purchase. So come back to me if you are interested. Some of you already ordered them. Thanks a lot once again. We have them in place. They are specially priced. So it's really good to have one or two devices, even for your own use or to be used as a demo for the customer, because in wePresent case, seeing is believing. I sold many wePresents by my own, although I'm not the salesman, but going to the customer with the wePresent in your backpack, you just need 10-15 minutes, and usually they want to evaluate it for some time, but after a few hours they call you back and say, okay, I want to buy this device because everybody wants to use it from today. So come back to me if you need any NFRs. We will do our best to support you even today. And we have also something around 20 units left of the old model. So it was 2000S, and in the past it was the top model. And in fact, this is 1600 equivalent with the video codec and the media player on top of it. It's still supported. It's supported by CMSG. There are new firmwares for it. So last 20 units, if you have any projects or need an NFR or demo or just cheap device to be given away to your customers, please come back to me. We can offer you very good sales price. Coming really to an end. Materials. Here you have the links to Barco website. So English descriptions are listed here on the wePresent section. What Lukasz told me about earlier today. What was the name of the website? Wi-Fi wePresent, or wePresentWiFi.com will be switched off soon. So now everything stays on Barco website. Products, photos, firmwares, support tickets. I believe me, you will not use this feature. There is also very handy comparison guide on the second link. So this is the file I used for the presentation at the very beginning. So on one page PDF you have all feature comparison of all 3 wePresent models. So it's very handy both for you or for the customers to choose the right solution. And what also Lukasz mentioned, any doubts, come back to us or to Lukasz. We can advise you which model is the best choice for particular user needs. So I'm here also to help you. And there is also a link for the CMSG ISO virtual machine, but I believe you already have it, so no need to mention about it. And just 2 additional things from my side. We've been wePresent distributor for 10 years already. Maybe we can get some award. What do you think, Lukasz?
For sure, yes.
Okay, we will discuss it offline. But except for wePresent, we also carry some other AV products like Cypress. We have direct touch with the Cypress factory. You may know Cyp from the UK. So those are the same products with the better prices at FEN. So here is the link to download the full catalog. This is very professional manufacturer of all those AV stuff like matrices, extenders, scalers, switchers, and all this stuff. So it's like 160 pages, I believe. So feel free to download it, take a look. Any inquiries, just let me know. And we also carry Unitech. This is the, let's say, consumer brand for the electronics. But this is the factory. We've been doing business even longer than wePresent. So besides the consumer electronics, they also make fantastic cables. So we have very wide portfolio of cables and installer cables like HDMI, DisplayPort, VGA, some converters. So if you have any needs in this case, just reach out for me. We have very short HDMI cables. Those are 30 or 45 centimeters, so they are very useful either for the wePresent installation, if you just need to connect the wePresent to the projector on the top of the ceiling, or put the wePresent just at the back of the screen, so you don't need 1, 2, 3 meters cable. It's very handy, but it's also useful if you put stuff to the AV rack. So there's no need to use 1 meter cables if you just want to connect some sources to the HDMI matrix. So we have it in stock, and they are in lengths up to 50 meters. So one of you already ordered the 40-meter HDMI cables. Thanks again. So any needs, just let me know. So it's everything from my side. So thank you again for your participation. Once again, this webinar was recorded, so around Monday you should be able to get the link to the recording. So feel free to spread the news across the organizations or send it to your potential customers. Here you have the contact emails to Lukasz and to myself, so it's easier to write it to AV at FEN.pl. We had also chat with the questions, and I can see Carol shows me the list of the questions. So let me go through them. There are not too many. First was, are there any requirements for the USB pointing device, or are there any list of the interactive whiteboards that are certified somehow with wePresent? The answer is no. As long as the device or IWB complies to USB HID protocol, which is human interface device, it will work. Believe me, just connect the cable and it works. The second thing is how to manage click shares and wePresents in the same network. So I believe I already answered those questions discussing CMSG. But the also funny thing is that if you have mixed environment and the customer runs both click shares and wePresents, you can use the mirror op application on your computer to connect to ClickShare. So if the buttons are gone, you can use the wePresent application to connect to ClickShare. So it's also some kind of cross compatibility between those two solutions. Another questions, are the applications paid? No, all of them are free. So the computer application and the App Store applications for Android and for iOS, they are free. So you can install them on as many devices as you like. And the last one is about the security. So I think I also covered it. The good reference which I mentioned already, ING Bank. So if it comes to the Wi-Fi security, you can either use it separated from your network, and this is the way ING is using it. So they have the separate networks, not connected even to the wall with the Ethernet cable. So wePresent broadcasts its own SSID and provides the IP addresses to the clients. And the scenario which I already mentioned, and which is used at FAN, for example, and in many cases as well, disable Wi-Fi on the wePresent, connect it to your network, and use the existing network. So as long as your network is secure, the wePresent deployment will be secure as well. So, Carol, are we done? Okay, so those were the questions. If you have any questions after the webinar, just send me an email or send the email to Lukasz, and we can help you right away. So thanks a lot for your participations. Have a nice weekend, and come back to me with any issues and hopefully projects very soon. So thanks again. It was really nice to meet you, and see you somewhere, maybe in Poland or maybe in the region, and take care. Thank you very much.
From my side also, thank you very much, Bartek, for a good presentation. As you can see, 10 years of expertise of wePresent means really a lot. Really good knowledge, so we can really go deep dive when it comes to wePresent products. So please feel free to share information with us about projects. And we really would like to hear also questions related to projects, because we are here just to help, to advise, and to guide you through the whole process. As you've seen also in the chart about our clients, this is not, let's say, this is not, of course, all. These are the customers and companies which has some, let's say, which are connected to us because of we have some agreements, global or local. But as Bartek said, we have a lot of customers that we already serve, and also customers which we potentially can serve. It's a very good product, as you've seen also the webinar with features. So right now, let's work on the demo, and let's try to spread information about WebG to your customers, and I'm guessing we will see more and more projects coming. So also from my side, thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for staying with us and learning about WebG. We are here to help, and at the end, I would like to wish you also a nice sunny weekend. All the best. Thank you.